I'm Willow from Leeds Trinity University, and this talk is sort of called "How do you draw yoga?" So Google Creative Labs made a doodling game with an AI called QuickDraw, and how it works is you draw, and the program uses machine learning to guess what you're drawing. And I'm going to show you how it works. I should say I'm not good at drawing, and I did think of getting someone who was really good at drawing, like Kev, to do this, and I thought, no, that's not the point of this at all. It's about showing, so the small caveat there. But what I've learned from kind of playing around with this is to think about what the AI is doing, and what it's doing is trying to recognise as quickly as possible what the user's drawing. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about the further thought processes I've had since having a go at this stuff. So we'll see how it gets on. Castle, okay. It's not going to work, is it? Oh, it did. Amazing. Basket. Frying pan. It's not, the sound's not working because it. Now I'm thinking about drawing a helicopter. Let's try and draw a basket again. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you want to shout out, oh no, failed. Handle, maybe that is the characteristic cue, which we'll look at in a minute. Tent, right, that's easy, right? Diving board? Come on, Google. Hey! No. See, I was thinking about an old-fashioned telephone. Let's draw like a little iPhone thing instead. Oh, that's not a telephone, is it? Oh, come on. It is a telephone. Watermelon. Oh, what do we think? I haven't talked about characteristic cues yet, but what do you think the characteristic cue is for a watermelon? Seeds? Hey! Pants. Ah, now, is it American? Does it draw trousers? No, I'm going to draw like other pants. Right, okay. Hey. So it's trying to learn. I'm not really interested in how it does all the AI stuff. That's not really the point. The point is I think there are similarities with how humans perceive objects. And if we want to reduce cognitive load on our users, enable them to do things like complete tasks more quickly, we want to communicate visual ideas in our websites and interfaces so that they're understood more immediately, then we can take this concept and apply it to how we think about user perception and user experience. What my terrible doodles got me thinking was, what are the essential characteristics that signify an object or an action? So if we want a user to do something, what kind of visual feedback do we want to give them in an interface element to show that they can process it as a link or a link button? And these are characteristic cues. So if we take the example of objects that play a role as icons, for example, lock and key, if you're going to design them for a web page or an app, do you want them to be outline style, or do you want them to be shaded in for them to be recognized more quickly? And there's a really good study done by University of North Carolina in 2014 about this, filled in versus outline icons, which I can share with you and encourage you to have a look at. But how do you draw yoga? So there's clearly power in this machine learning thing. You can look at the data of any type of drawing and see, rule breaking, this is 250,000 representations of yoga. Some people just decided to draw the word yoga, which is definitely. So you can go in and look at these and see what the AI is trying to do. So we can think more like this AI and actually go in and see what are the quick things. And I think it is that characteristic cues. If you want to draw a key, then the teeth are the key thing. A watermelon, if you want to have a watermelon icon on your website, make sure it's got some seeds on it, because those are the characteristic cues that people will recognize. Also, the other thing learning from this is it is kind of culturally specific. If you're designing for different audiences, then trousers and pants are a different thing. I did one the other night which was mailbox, and I was drawing this kind of what I thought was on someone's lawn in California, a mailbox looks very different to what I think it is. And sometimes that could be true for icons, for hero images, and for all kinds of things. So think more like an AI, and when you do your UX design.
I'd love to know if these are the ones that it's actually successfully guessed as yoga, or just the ones that it knew it was asking for yoga and this is what people drew.
This is everything.
This is everything.
This is everything.
Okay.
And then you could go in and say, oh, come on, just writing the word yoga's cheating. Disallow that one. Also another weird one, if you draw a cup, everyone draws cups as if they're right-handed. If you draw a cup and it's got a left-handed handle, it will really struggle, which is another limitation of the process. It's so that even the internet is biased like the rest of the world for right-handed people. Weird, huh?
Thank you to all our lightning talkers this morning. That was fantastic, all of you.